Hey, what's up, Bulldog? So I got another book review for you today. Today I'm going to be talking about a book that I've talked about a few times in the past. I may have even done a review on this. I can't even remember. It is a book that's appeared on many of my lists, especially books for guys to read, all kinds of books that I've talked about as far as manliness and masculinity. There's an actual audio version of this book. You may have guessed it already, some of you that have been on this channel for a long time. It is Deida's book, The Way of the Superior Man. So, like I said, I've talked about this book plenty of times before on the channel, but I wanted to give another review for those of you that haven't discovered this book or that are searching for this book, so that you understand what this book is about and how critical this book is, and also to let you guys know that, hey, the audio version is out. I've had to recommend this book to a lot of my coaching clients, a lot of people, and I've always had to say, you got to get the paperback version or the Kindle version because the audio is not quite the same thing, and it's always created some confusion. But finally, there is an audio version of the book, and it's well done. The book itself, again, it is one of those books that is far out there for a lot of people that are going to consider it far out there in the concepts. It really deals with the masculine energy and the polarity between masculine and feminine. So this is one of those books, like I said, that I think that all guys should read. I've read this several times and have listened to the audio. It's not a very long book, okay, but it's well worth it because you're going to learn a lot about how to be a man, and especially in a sexual frame, right? What is the actual polarity that you can create as men? What are women looking for a man to be, and what does it mean to step into that role, right? And how do you deal with a lot of the type of things that you're going to deal with as a man in the world, dealing with sexual energy, dealing with the feminine, right? And how to stand in front of the feminine and to be that rock that you need to be. If that was not something that was obvious to you, right? If that concept, what I just explained, did not make sense, and you obviously, then you definitely need to read this book because you're going to get a huge value out of it as a man. I think women could probably get a benefit out of it as well. Deida in the introduction talks about how it's really for everyone and you can kind of reverse the roles. It's not quite really true what he's saying. I think he's just trying to be a little bit politically correct for a very non-politically correct book. But regardless, it is definitely a book that if you read this book, you're going to come away with some definitely some different viewpoints. The very first chapter of the book is also really awesome. I think this is one of those things that I recommend to just about every guy. Every person that I coach pretty much struggles with this. I struggled with this, for a long time, which was this idea of wanting things to be finished or wanting things to be done. The very first chapter of the book, like I said, starts off with saying that as a man, you should not expect or want things to be done, to be finished. You should realize that it's always going to be ongoing, that there's always going to be a battle, that there's always going to be a struggle, and stop waiting for the end and stop waiting for your life to begin, essentially, before you can start doing the thing that you really want with your life. Start living your life fully, from now on, from this point forward. So I think there's a huge value in this. Like I said, there's just a lot of layers of depth to this book, a lot of really profound wisdom in the book. Some of it is weird, I understand that, but don't dismiss the book just because there's a few parts that you might not agree with, or and be open to the fact that maybe you just don't understand it yet, right? This is one of those things with a book like this. So anyway, a lot of really good content in here. I recommend this book pretty much to everyone. It's one of the top books that I recommend of all time, and if you read it, you'll find out why. So anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button down below and click the bell so you don't miss any videos. And if you want to check out all my book reviews, I've got a whole playlist. We've got a whole season of almost, I think, maybe around 200 book reviews at this point, and I pretty much do 2 a week. So I will talk to you next time. Take care.